So here's our little flower. I have a section that I began. You can see they're whip stitched together, the edges. Started with the centerpiece, attached a petal, attached another petal, just going around. I'll attach another one here. So another little tip, because I had said I would share tips and tricks. When I first began working with Hexies and stitching them, I was so careful to keep my papers so pristine. I watched a tutorial and they shared just to fold the paper down. Just fold it as you're trying to stitch that next Hexie on. Fold that paper, and then when you come over to this one, just fold it down. Make that crease there, and then you can work without that flapping in your way, getting in your way. So let's begin. Let's see. We'll look back at our pattern, what we're going to next, and it will be our blue chambray. This, by the way, is some vintage gunny sack fabric. How many of you remember those gunny sack dresses? So here's the chambray. So what I will do, let me find where, let's see. Now I'm over here, so let's see what will come next. Let's put that one down. Let's pick up our gingham. You have to really make sure. How many times I have stitched them together with the sides not correct. You have to stitch the right sides together. Put them together. Fold this down. Now the next little tip to secure that first stitch in and the last stitch in, this was a great trick because I had some Hexies that I had started and I didn't get to them right away of piecing them together, and by the time I did, some of the stitches had come out because they were not secured at the beginning or the end. So let me show you this little trick. You're going to go in and just do one little whip stitch just at the start. And then you're going to come back in. Now go through. Here's the trick. Take this, see, this thread around to the back of the needle. Take what is in the eye of the needle, swing it around in the opposite direction. Do you see those pieces there? And pull that through, securing that stitch right there. And then you can proceed with your whip stitches across. I love this thread. It is wonderful. It doesn't get hung up in the fabric. Works really well. Try to do these quickly across and get to that. You'll do another stitch at the end to secure. Once you're at the end, you do the same that you go in. You take this piece, wrap it around the back, the threads that are coming out of the eye, swing around in the opposite direction, and pull your needle through, and that will secure your stitch. Now you're about to be ready for your next petal, and I will do those. I'll stitch the rest of them together, and then we'll come back when it's time to do the edges.